you smell what the rock is cooking?
Dad?
Yes?
That's not the kind of rock we're talking about.
That's not the kind of rock we're talking about. If that's not the kind of rock we're talking about, then what kind of rock are we talking about? Oh, it's Easter time, so maybe we're talking about eggs and we're just calling them rocks? I don't know about that either. So, Mr. Nate in his total awesomeness asked us to reach out to our awesome kiddos of Journey Kids and say, Happy Easter! So, Happy Easter! And he said, Ricky, if you could talk about this rock thing. So I said, absolutely, I'll talk about this rock thing. So I was thinking, rock and roll! But I guess that's not the rock we're talking about. So, he showed me this egg. And he said, in this egg, there's something that I need you to talk about. So let's take a look inside this pink purpley Easter egg and see what it is that he wants us to talk about. Are you ready? On a count of 3, we're going to see what's inside this particular egg. 1, 2, 3. Wow! Inside this egg is can you guess it? Can you guess it? Can you guess? A rock. So this is the rock that we are talking about. So let's see what the Easter story as told in the Bible has to do with a rock. So I'll take this rock and I'll set it over here for now, and I'll pick up this book. This book is called the Biblioteca, the Bible, B-I-B-L-E, Bible. Okay, so in the book of Mathew, it talks about this Easter season that we are in. And the part that we're going to talk about right now is that rock. So we're going to look at the 28th chapter of the book of Mathew, and we're going to look at a couple verses, okay? We're going to look at verse 60, then we're going to skip down to verses 65 and 66. So that's a big 28 and a little 60 and a little 65 and 66. So here it goes. From Matthew 28, 60, 65, and 66. It says, he. So in this situation, the he is Joseph of Arimathea. This is the guy who lent the tomb so that Jesus' body could be laid in there. So he, Joseph of Arimathea, placed the body in his own tomb, in Joseph's tomb, which had been carved out of the rock. So we have a great big rock that they drilled a hole into. And then they laid the body inside there. Then he rolled a great stone across the entrance and he left. So now we hop down to verses 65 and 66, and it goes like this. Pontius Pilate replied, he says, take the guards and secure the tomb the best that you can. So they sealed the tomb and they posted guards to protect it. So remember, the way that they sealed that tomb was they took that, not this rock, not this little bitty rock, but this great big huge rock, and they rolled this big rock and they put it in front of that bigger rock that they had drilled a hole into, and then they put Jesus' body in there and they put that rock in front of that tomb so that nobody could get into the tomb to possibly take Jesus' body, but also to keep Jesus inside that body so that he could not get out. So they have a big rock with a big hole in it. They put Jesus' body inside, and then they rolled the stone in front of the tomb. And that's where we stop today, boys and girls, from Matthew 28, verses 50. It wasn't 50, was it? Can you remind me what the verse was? Because I totally forgot. Verses 60, 65, and 66, talking about the rock. So happy Easter, and I can't wait for you to hear what the next part is in Journey Kids' Easter story. Love you guys. Happy Easter.